Hi everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I wanted to go over this exercise or activity that I did that I think is really helpful in manifesting the best version of your specific person, or even just manifesting new love, whatever it is that you're trying to manifest. Maybe you do have someone specific on your mind, but you're also open to new love. Maybe you want to find your soulmate, your twin flame, or maybe you want to change your specific person's behavior, which I'm gonna go into because I feel like this is a really effective method to do that. I do want to also say you don't need to do any of this to manifest. I don't think you need to do like shadow work or anything like that, because I know there have been times where I didn't do shadow work on a lot of the good things that I have right now, and I'm still able to keep it also. But maybe that could just mean that, okay, maybe there weren't really that many shadows that I had regarding that, right? So or like there wasn't that many limiting beliefs that I had. Maybe I thought I had more limiting beliefs than I actually did in my subconscious mind, right? Like, yeah. I'm sorry if that was like super complicated, but yeah, I just wanted to put that out there, and I just wanted to tell you that if you're robotic affirming, scripting, whatever, I do think that's enough. Again, I have gotten things by robotic affirming, scripting, okay? But I feel like, when it comes to love, since that's such an important aspect of all our lives, and we do tend to place a different amount of emotional importance or level of emotion on love and relationships than maybe other aspects of our life, I think doing these exercises are really helpful, okay? So yeah, I actually got, I was inspired to do this by the Miracle Journal that I actually got off of TikTok Shop that I got for free, okay? Because your girl is thriving in her abundance affirmations, okay? This is by the Hot High Priestess. I really like her. Yeah, she has a YouTube channel and TikTok channel. Yeah, but this is her journal, and she talks about calling in your dream life, your love life. And I really like the questions she talked about here. Write about your dream love life. Who are the partner or partners you attract? What is the treatment you get? What are the dates you go on? How do your romantic partners see you? How do you feel? Okay, and I started filling this out, okay? Sorry, excuse my handwriting. I literally write like a third grader, okay? Maybe that's me expressing my inner child. I don't know, but yeah. I wrote I am so grateful that I always receive love and support from my man. I'm so grateful that he likes and comments on all my posts and shows me off on social media. We go on romantic candlelit dinner dates. What did I even write? Beach dates, hiking dates, excursion dates, like fun excursions. My partners see me as the best thing that has happened to them. My partner sees me as fun, loving, jovial, and his best friend. He likes that I am deep and understanding and wise and intuitive and also fun to be around. He's inspired by me and lucky to be with me, okay? So, I mean, these are just some things. Obviously, there's a lot more that could be written there. But also write about how you feel. I feel so good. I feel so fulfilled, emotionally content, emotionally fulfilled. I feel so safe and secure, okay? I really like those affirmations, okay? I know I always preach on my channel, you don't need to feel to manifest what you want, but just saying I feel safe and secure, that I feel good, that, I feel content and emotionally and holistically content in my relationship is really, really important, okay? I think that that's something that will definitely help you, finally manifest that dream relationship, either with your specific person or whoever. Because I intuitively, I feel that you're so close. If you're watching this, I'm also intuitive. I'm also a clairvoyant and empath. I don't really like identifying as that all the time, because I feel like, I don't know, it's something that I sometimes switch off or can switch off, right? The whole term clairvoyant, I'm just am I really clairvoyant? I feel like, I have to be in a certain state to be that way. But anyways, my point is I do tarot readings, I'm spiritual, so I can tell that you're really, really close to manifesting that complete dream relationship, and you've done a lot of work on yourself. And something that I also really want to stress is to acknowledge all the work that you're doing, okay? Because I was just thinking, right, and this is a thought that I've had pretty often, there's some people out there that are in their dream relationship that didn't have to do any of this, that haven't done even an eighth of the work that you've been doing on yourselves. And they're in their dream relationship, they're in that dream partnership. A lot of my good friends, I love them so much, are happily married, and they're not spiritual at all. They're not into manifestation, or maybe they've heard about it but they haven't really I guess implemented it, right? And they're happy, right? Just because they had certain assumptions and beliefs, their subconscious mind was programmed to be a certain way, right? So, I mean, something that I want you to do is to acknowledge all the work that you've done thus far and tell yourself, okay, I am doing the work, I'm putting the work, I deserve the best. I really do, okay? Because it is fun to do the work. I'm not gonna lie, it is fun to, you know, affirm, script, like, you know, it's a great way to, like, you know, get your feelings out there. It's very therapeutic in my opinion. Okay, so yeah, nothing wrong in really doing that, but you know, also at the same time, like, I don't want you to feel like you're just gonna do this for eternity and like not really get that full manifestation, because I want you to get your full manifestation. I really, really intend that every single person watching this video gets with their dream partner and lives their dream love life, okay? Because you really, really do deserve that. Everyone deserves that, okay? Regardless of the past, regardless of, you know, whatever happened, okay? You deserve to be happy and fulfilled. I'm seeing, you know, a lot of couples get together, you know, I'm seeing people who were like never committal, you know, finally commit to people. And, you know, I look at them, I'm just like, you know, this is just an example, but like, you know, some of the, you know, like my, like, not, yeah, like exes or, you know, people that I was with in the past, you know, when I was with them, I was just like, oh my gosh, like, you know, they're, like, you know, they're not that, you know, they're kind of like players, or they're, you know, seeking a lot of options. And, you know, I see them in relationships now and I'm just like, oh my gosh, like, even like, you know, and I have you know, the people that I'm talking about, you know, nothing but love and respect for them, okay? But I know some of you have been in the same situation where, like, you know, you were with someone or you dated someone or you had a thing with someone, they didn't commit to you, but they committed to, like, you know, someone else after you, and it made you feel a certain way, even though, like, even for me, like, looking back, I'm just like, wait, I don't think I'd really wanted to be with this person. But I understand if you feel a certain way, right? That's normal. And, like, you know, the other thing I was trying to get at is that, like, you know, I've seen these people, like, you know, like, not be committal at all, and I've seen these people commit, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, like, you know, people can change from like f-boys and players to good, like, you know, secure, like, loyal, faithful men. Because, you know, a lot of these people, like, they don't, you know, hit me up anymore, right? Like, when they were, you know, single, whatever, they would DM me, but, like, you know, now they have, like, you know, partners, and, you know, they're like, they keep like a healthy distance, right? Like, so I'm just telling you, like, you know, that can change. Like, if you feel like you're with your person and they're just not committal, they can commit, and they can commit to you, okay? One other thing is to let go of past programming, let go of, like, you know, past patterns, okay? Because yeah, maybe some of you are just like, oh, why does this happen with every person that I meet? And that's just not true. I feel like, you know, even when I was reflecting, I'm just like, I don't think that happened with everyone I met. In fact, like, half the people that maybe, you know, I had a thing with in the past are still single right now. You know, everyone's just on their different journey, right? So, like, no need to, like, you know, feel down about yourself because of that, okay? I mean, technically everything is a manifestation, but also just understand that everything that happens in your life it happens for you to reinforce something within yourself, okay? So for me, I took that as like, oh, okay, you know, I've seen these people be committed. I've seen these people, you know, be in good partnerships, right? Like, treat their, you know, women nice, like, post them, all that, right? So that can happen for you as well. If it can happen for them, it can happen for you. And it should happen to you. You know, you deserve to be with, like, an amazing person who really respects you, values you, cherishes you, okay? So yeah, anyways, that was a really long intro, but let me get to the actual love letter, okay? I also have another, maybe I'll show you a sneak peek. Okay, wait, no, it's on the other page. I'm gonna make another video about, like, you know, shadow work, inner work, you know, to release certain things. Again, I don't really think you need to do this to manifest, but it definitely does help. And if that's something that you're into, maybe you're just someone who is, you know, you think a lot, and, like, you know, you need some form of, like, you know, therapeutic journaling or something, like, you know, that's why I make these videos, okay? Like, maybe you're someone who yeah, you know, just thinks about things a little, you know, bit more deeper, and you're just like, okay, I do still want to robotically affirm and just get everything, but I also just want to do a little bit of inner work, you know, then my channel is for you. But anyways, let's talk about what I wrote here, okay? Love letter to yourself, you know, from the person on your mind, or from, like, whoever, you know, you can even just keep a journal, like, just, this is what you want to be perceived as, okay? You can even have, like, options, okay? Like, I do want my specific person, but if someone better comes in, I'm open to that as well, okay? It's up to you to do whatever you want. I know some of you want your specific person, you're, like, really honed in on them, that's okay as well. Okay, so dear, insert name, okay? And this is just what, you know, this is just an example. You don't have to write all of this verbatim, okay? But yeah, we got, from the day I met you, I never stopped thinking about you. You're amazing in every way possible and truly inspire me to be the best version of myself. You make me want to elevate in life. You inspire and motivate me to be authentic, vulnerable, and open up. Okay, so this one was a really important line, okay? You inspire me to be authentic, vulnerable, and open up. For those of you that are experiencing maybe hot and cold behavior with your SP, they're not acting the way you want them to be, maybe you feel like, you know, they're avoidant attachment or something like that, tell yourself that, like, okay, they want to open up for you, they want to do these things for you, okay? See yourself from their perspective. That's actually a really good form of self-concept. If you're someone who doesn't really want to affirm for SP because you feel like you're using their name too much, just, like, you know, see yourself in a really positive light, okay? I know that, you know, if you're spiritual, this is some advice that I got, like, as a spiritual person that I really liked and resonated with, like, imagine a white light around you. Imagine that, you're radiating light and you're shining this light on people, okay? Yeah, so that's something that I wanted to put out there. Okay, I look back on the memories we had, our old texts, chats, and often reminisce about us. So for those of you that are in no contact with your specific person, tell yourself, yeah, they're always thinking about you. They're looking back, through chats and texts, and they are thinking about you a lot, okay? I have never been able to forget you. I love the way you take your time to get to know people, the way that you took a genuine interest in my life. Because I know for a lot of you, maybe you felt really connected with this person because you you took the time to get to know them, ask about their life, which I feel like maybe not a lot of people have done, which is why they like see you as someone who's really special and memorable. Like, you like to get to know people on a deeper level, okay? And, you should be appreciated for that, okay? Like, I feel like, that's a big thing. Like, I definitely remember the people who I've shared, deeper things with, maybe more than like some people I just had like surface level connections with, right? So tell yourself, like, this is a deep connection. Like, the fact that they shared that with you, I feel like is even deeper than, any sort of like physical intimacy, in my opinion. I don't know, that's just like an assumption that I have, I guess. Like, so even if you did get intimate with this person, tell yourself that, like, they like everything about you. They like the fact that they got intimate with you, and the connection grew even deeper because you got to know them on a deeper level, right? Because, like, I know society does have this like sort of view where, like, okay, yeah, like, if you just get intimate with someone, that's it, like, that doesn't make people fall in love, this, right? Like, so I mean, like, if you got to know them, just tell yourself, like, you're lovable no matter what, okay? Like, you are lovable. Like, your person does love you. They are into you, okay? I can't believe, yeah, I should have written that. I love you so much, okay? Or I love you deeply and unconditionally. That's also something you can add here, okay? But, like, you deserve to be loved the way that you are. Okay? You deserve to be unconditionally loved, okay? So write that. I unconditionally love you, till death do us part. Or, like, it's kind of like, the sort of reminds me of, like, wedding vows, or, like, even in the afterlife, okay? May we be connected in all lifetimes for eternity, okay? So, yeah, that could definitely help as well. I feel like this is also kind of a channeled message from your person, okay? I don't know why. I feel like this in itself could be like a, not tarot reading, but like divination reading to see how your person's feeling about you. But anyways, yeah, I love seeing the spark in your eyes when you talk about the things you're passionate about. Also, like, write things that they like about you, because a part of relationships is how you make the other person feel, yes, and what you can do for them, but, like, what they can do for you, what they like about you. It shouldn't always be like, like, oh, what you've been doing for them. I like literally saw a tweet that said, like, oh, ask someone, and I'm not saying I like believe in this or anything, because I do believe that this is just the tweet, okay? The tweet said that, like, oh, ask a man why he likes the woman, he'll just list the traits of like a maid or something, right? And, like, obviously that's a belief that I don't think, like, anyone should have. You should see men, women, whoever you're into as, like, good, kind, caring people who are also there to cater to you and adhere to, like, your standards, and it should be mutual, right? Like, you should do nice things for each other, not just what you can do for them. So yeah, like, write about the things they like about you. Like, what do you like about yourself? How do you want to be perceived, right? I love seeing the spark in your eyes when you talk about the things you're passionate about. I love how you enhance everything you touch, the way you light up the room with your presence. I love your passion for, I personally like traveling, content creation, your job, your spirituality, cultivating yourself. This could be anything that you love about yourself, okay? I love that you have depth and a beautiful personality. I admire how beautiful you are inside and out, how gorgeous and stunning you are. For those of you that, maybe at times feel a little bit insecure and down about that, not being someone's type, this, that, none of that matters, you guys. It's all an illusion. These are all circumstances. What is a type anyways, okay? Like, just how, like, 3P, like, what's a 3P? I never heard of them, right? Same thing with type. Like, let's actually try to get that out of our system. Like, oh, they only have a certain type, they only follow these types of people, okay? Like, I know I like address that on my channel a lot, but it doesn't always have to be that way, okay? Just tell yourself, like, you are everyone's type. You are everyone's dream person, okay? Yeah, I admire how beautiful you are inside and out, how gorgeous and stunning you are. Tell yourself that you are beautiful, you are gorgeous, you are the blueprint, you are, again, everyone's type. They love you no matter what. And, I'll just tell you guys for motivation, I've seen people who, like, I've seen some, I guess, like, in my life, yeah, men, also women, but I've seen men who, like, would only date a certain type of person for them to marry someone completely different, okay? Like, just to give you some motivation, like, and, no hate to anyone, like, respect for everyone, and the way that people look. There's this one guy I knew that, like, only like blondes, only for him to, like, end up seriously dating like a brunette. Okay, like that's just one thing, because I know like some people joke about that, like, oh, if they're blonde then you have no chance, or if they're tall then they have no chance. Like, these are all like limiting beliefs. Okay, like at the end of the day, it's just like none of that matters. Okay, I know like for men, they could have some like insecurities about not being tall enough, muscular, this, that. Listen, I've seen women like end, like really beautiful women end up with men that were not all those things. Okay, and they're happy. Okay, I've seen everything at this point. Okay, so like the thing is, like, if you can think of it, it exists. Okay, if you can think of a possibility where you and your person are together, where you're loved and accepted for the way that you are, then it exists. Okay, so like don't pay too much attention to that. Don't give your energy to, oh my gosh, like, they're like this, they're like that, they're only into these types of people. Okay, trust when I say, like, a lot of the times, like, what people think their type is doesn't really end up being the person they marry. Even for me, I would say my type completely changed. In high school, I was into a completely different type of guy than I am right now. Okay, like my type has changed over the years for sure. Okay, and trust me when I say that I think I'm like the most stubborn person. I have a lot of Taurus placements. Even if you're as stubborn as me, things can change. Okay, and that's also something you have to tell yourself. Things are malleable. Reality is malleable. People can change. No one is stubborn. Nothing's set in stone. Okay, tell yourself that if you feel kind of limited by your 3D circumstances. Okay. Yeah, and also, I admire how beautiful you are inside and out. I love how you inspire me to see the world through a different perspective. You have really opened up my eyes and helped me expand and heal in ways I didn't even know were possible. So if you feel like, your person needs to heal a little bit because they're acting a certain way, just tell yourself, like, yeah, no, they are healed. My presence is healing, okay? Like, they healed because of me. Like, I've actually had, some of my SPs tell me, like, oh, you really changed my life for the better. You made a really positive impact on my life. And, people love hearing these things, okay? Like, I feel like I've also said that to people, and they kept that in their mind, and they're just like, wait, wow, like this is not something that I hear on the daily, right? So like, I mean, I just feel like they're so beautiful and magical and transformative about, like, your impact on people's lives, and you have to start believing that as well. Okay, you'd be surprised the type of impact you make on someone's life, even by just maybe posting certain things. I know there's people out there that I follow on social media, or I see their posts that even if I haven't like told them that, I'm just like, their posts have changed my life. Like, like they post like good, inspirational, motivating things. Like, you don't know just how much and how deep of an impact you're making. Okay, so just keep doing you, just keep being yourself. Okay, and like see yourself as someone who has this amazing, beautiful presence that your person loves and respects and values and cherishes and admires, right? Like, there's this affirmation that I use and a lot of people use: I'm always valued, I'm always prioritized, right? So say that, like, it's a luxury to be with you, it's a privilege to be with you, your presence is amazing. Okay, like, you don't just give your energy to anyone and everyone, right? Like, maybe the people that you do give your energy to are special because you made them special by giving your energy, and that's the way that you have to see your person. Okay, again, this is not about thinking you're better than them or anything. Even the whole thing about pedestal, I like the affirmation that I'm on the pedestal and people meet me there. Okay, it's just that, like, sometimes when we find ourselves obsessing or ruminating about a person, saying these types of affirmations really helps. Okay, it helps you get back on that track here, right? So sometimes you just have to do more, really hype yourself, elevate yourself more for you to get back to like the pedestal, to just take back your power sometimes, right? So anyways, the last line is, I'm so grateful to have you in my life and I can't wait for the years to come. Okay, and I would even add, like, oh, I will love you forever, I'll love you in every lifetime, something like, I know that sounds kind of cheesy and dramatic, but like, honestly, do it. I'm not even kidding when I say these exaggerated affirmations. Even if you don't believe it, just say it. Okay, literally, if you say, like, I'm a multimillionaire, you will definitely become a millionaire. I do think that you will also be a multimillionaire, you will get what you want, but especially for the type of person where you feel like you've had, like, low self-esteem at times, maybe you just didn't feel as confident and secure in yourself, which, by the way, is a universal experience. You might think that you're the only person that feels that way, but trust when I say everyone has these moments. Okay, like, everyone, I feel like, at some point has looked into therapy or spirituality or something. It's just part of the human experience. It's okay to feel down and low at times, but also get yourself back up, hype yourself back up. Sometimes it takes the low moments to, like, really appreciate the high moments, right? But I personally think, like, since we all know about the law of assumption, I feel like there should be mostly positive moments. You should be happy as much as you can in your life, right? But this definitely does help. Okay, write about the things that you love about yourself, that you want other people to see about you, notice about you. Okay, and even if, like, there's something that you want your person to do or heal or act a certain way, write that, like, oh, you've inspired me to heal, you've really delved deep into the crevices of my subconscious mind to help me heal. Because that's also the thing. Sometimes, like, a lot of what's going on is in our subconscious mind. It is like, the programs that we have, right? And, sometimes you'll meet people and like, you'll think about them for years and ages, even though like maybe you only had like a very brief, like, time with them or something. And, part of it could be because, they really got into your subconscious mind. They really got into your, mind, heart, soul. Like, they left this, like, like you leave like a positive impact wherever you go. Like, I really like the affirmation, I'm addictive, I'm mesmerizing, right? Like, and yeah, at the end of the day, like, it really is all about energy, your presence, okay? Like, of course, physical beauty does matter to an extent, but like, again, the thing is like, going back to the whole concept of physical beauty, tell yourself that, yeah, I am everyone's type. If you feel insecure about that, I'm confident and secure in my looks, okay? Your person will tell you, hey, like, you look beautiful no matter what, you're handsome no matter what, okay? There were certain men who's honestly, like, I feel like based on their dating history, I wasn't really their type, and like, they told me, no, like, you're so beautiful, you're so pretty, my parents thought you were pretty, I showed pictures of you, my friends think you're pretty. Like, at the end of the day, none of that stuff really matters. I mean, think about it. Like, even if you have a type, if you saw someone that you really liked, you also found to be attractive, but attractive, and they weren't your usual type, you would probably go after them. So why can't you think that happens for you, right? Yeah, anyways, I could go on and on about this, but my point is, like, whatever it is that you feel sad about, you're ruminating about, there is a way to, heal past that, transcend past that, transmute that, when in doubt, self-concept it out, okay? You feel kind of down and insecure because you see all these, like, gorgeous people around you. I am gorgeous myself. I'm confident and stunning and secure and amazing, okay? Plus, like, the fact that a lot of you do this inner work, that also makes you really attractive because, at the end of the day, there are a lot of, like, smart, like, well-to-do, attractive people, this, that, but it's really about the connection that you feel, right? And you need to see your person as feeling that for you. They feel this deep connection with you that cannot be unparalleled. They feel this deep romantic connection with you that they just cannot find in others, okay? And it's not wrong to say that. Tell yourself that, no, like, what I have to offer is amazing, like, and like, again, you should never have to convince someone, right? Like, I feel like I would probably never say this in real life to someone, but like, I would say this myself, like, oh, yeah, like, I am amazing, like, this connection that they have with me is like unparalleled, and they will start reflecting that back to you, okay? I'm not even kidding when I said I've written these things, I've scripted these things, I've like written things like, oh, I'm special, I'm amazing, and I've had SPs say these things, about me and to me in front of their friends, like, oh, you're so special, you make me want to be the best version of myself, okay? That's also, yeah, this reminded me of, like, an SP that I had that literally said, in front of his friends, oh, like, don't tell her any embarrassing stories about me when I was in college because she only gets the best version of me. Like, he really cared about how I perceived him, right? And that's also something you should write, like, I want to be the best version of myself for you, okay? See yourself through your SP's eyes. How do you want them to act, okay? Because the truth is, no one has free will in your reality except you, okay? Stop giving them free will. I actually think I might title that video, title this video by saying like, yeah, your SP doesn't have free will. Do this to, confirm that. Do this to reinforce that. Because I know you hear this phrase a lot, but maybe you're just like, okay, well, what does that mean? How can I stop giving them free will? What is like the essence of that statement, right? And one way for you to stop doing that is to like, start seeing yourself as like the best thing that's ever happened to them, the best thing that's ever happened to this world, the best thing ever to exist, okay? So that way, like, they have no choice but to think that way because they are just reflecting back you to you. They are just an aspect of you reflecting back you to you, okay? So yeah, anyways, I will end the video right here. I really hope this helps. I do offer manifestation coaching, tarot reading. I do have a self-concept challenge going on my Patreon, and I will end the video right here. Thank you so much. Love and light.